world-class rock, country music, facts, and trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is on Jerry Lee Lewis, the killer. On May 22nd, 1958, a simple introduction destroyed his career. Jerry Lee Lewis was one of rock and roll's stars. It was one of the rock and roll stars in the world during the genre's infancy. Iconic songs like Whole Lot of Shakin' Going On and Great Balls of Fire brought him crossover hits and international acclaim. However, it wouldn't last. On May the 22nd in 1958, a simple introduction revealed his unsavory private life to the world and tanked both his first European tour and his career as a whole. After releasing a cover of the country classic Crazy Arms in 1956 that failed to chart, Lewis went back to the drawing board. The next year, he unleashed a barrage of hits. Whole Lot of Shakin' peaked at number 3 on the Hot 100 and topped both the country and R&B charts. His next single, Great Balls of Fire, went to number 2 and topped the country and R&B charts and went to number 1 on the UK singles chart. This international success meant he was ready for an extensive tour of the United Kingdom. Lewis landed at London's Heathrow Airport on May 22, 1958. He and his entourage were met by reporters. One journalist for the Daily Mail noticed a child among the rock star's group and asked her who she was. "I'm Myra. I'm Jerry's wife," she replied. Taken aback, the reporter asked Lewis how old his new bride was, and he replied that Myra was 15. Unfortunately for the killer, 15 was below the United Kingdom's age of consent. As a result, the report caused outrage, and it only got worse from there. According to history, fans boycotted his shows. After just 3 stops on the planned 27-show tour, Lewis called the whole thing off and went back to the U.S. Unfortunately for him, the word of his underage bride followed him back to the States, and his trip to the UK lasted less than a week. Then people learned that Myra wasn't 15, she was 13. More than that, she was his cousin. Just when everyone believed the story couldn't get worse, they learned that Great Balls of Fire singer was still legally married to his second wife when he and his middle school age cousin tied the knot. The news that Jerry Lee Lewis had married a child spread quickly, even decades before the internet. As a result, he returned to a country that had largely turned its back on him. While he would see a few more hits on the country charts in the United States, he'd never have another top 10 hit on the Hot 100. You got to live with consequences, Seems like everything you do, every decision you make has consequences, and that was a big decision. But I don't think the personal life has anything to do with his music. I mean, he literally rock and roll icon, no doubt about that. But could you imagine in today's world with the internet, how quickly that would have spread? I mean, it spread fast back then without the internet. Can you imagine how quickly it would have spread back nowadays? Of course, who knows how people would feel about it nowadays. But anyway, legit rock and roll legend and icon, Jerry Lee Lewis, the killer. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day, guys. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.